Good morning, Hampton Roads. How's everybody doing today? And welcome to Virginia's only local real estate investing podcast, where we get to talk about local investors, local deals, and all things local. I'm your host, the founder of the Master Investor Academy and author of my best-selling book, Work Just Gets in the Way of Making Money, Scott Jelinek. How's everybody doing today? If you have any questions, things you'd like to discuss, properties you'd like to sell, anything you'd like to go over, you can text me directly at 757-699-4227. That's 757-699-4227. So a couple things I want to talk to you about today and tell you what exactly I did today. So before we get into that, I want to tell you last night, I went out to dinner at a place called The Butcher's Son. It's a steakhouse. I believe they have two locations, one in Virginia Beach, which is the one I went to, and there's one in Chesapeake on Battlefield Boulevard, which I've been to years ago. Anyway, it was excellent, but well, what I wanted to tell you is not just them, but everybody is so short-staffed. We were a party of 6, and we ended up having to eat at the bar and the place wasn't packed, but they just had no tables available because they're trying to, they don't want to fill up the place and then not be able to serve you because they're so understaffed. It seems like everybody is that way right now. But if you have not been there, the place was fantastic. I had a steak. We had a bunch of different appetizers. It was actually a fantastic meal, great margaritas. I'm the genius who, you guys know, I play, when I go out with my friends, I typically play a game called a credit card roulette, where we each put in a credit card, and then basically the waitress or the waiter will pull them out one at a time, and the last one in the hand ends up having to pay. Well, it was my genius idea to play last night, and guess who won? Yours truly. Yes, cost me $800. So that wasn't my best move. And, I typically win at credit card roulette, but I lost last night. I guess it's bound to come around at some point. So a couple different things. I had lunch today with my accountant at Quirks on Great Neck Road, and I'm talking through a few different things with her. And one of the things is I feel like I might be missing the boat on taking advantage of some of these institutional lenders that are loaning at these ridiculous rates right now. And so I really wanted to have a meeting with her just to get all my stuff together, prepared into a nice package. So if an opportunity comes up that I need to utilize bank money for instead of private money, I have everything ready for it. I'm working on another package of properties, a 20-house package, which I'm kind of excited about. They're a little bit higher priced than I normally like to pay. However, I like to buy a package instead of just buying one. And I think it will work because the rates, the rental rates are going up so high right now that they're getting like $875 on these. And I know once I turn them, I can get them to $1175. And at $1175, they work beautifully for me to pay them off in 5-6 years. So I'm hoping I can put something together with that. And what I wanted to talk to you about today was my closing. I had one closing today on the sale of a house. And this was a SlowFlip that I had sold 3 years ago. And actually, it was 30 months ago. So I could tell you about it. And if you guys follow my YouTube channel, or if in fact you have been to my live event, I actually play the video of this house at my live event as what is a worst case scenario, which is ironic that it's the one that sold. So I did a closing today. I'm picking up a check for it's just under $50,000, which I know is a lot less than we normally do on SlowFlips, but let me tell you why. So 30 months ago, I bought a package of houses. This was 24 houses, and most of them were occupied. A few were vacant. This particular one was boarded up, and I did not do proper due diligence. I did not go inside the boarded up house. And, I was buying a package. I was excited about it. I got a really good deal. Don't get me wrong. It was still a great deal. So after I closed on it, I'm away on vacation, and I had my guy going out there to do pictures, videos, and take care of the vacant properties. Well, he goes out to this one in particular, and it's burned up inside, had a fire. And obviously the guy I bought it from knew it. He never mentioned anything to me, and it was, my own fault. I didn't properly check it. So he does a video, which is actually the video. If you've ever been to my 3-day event, I show this video in the event as what's the worst case scenario, which is ironic because now there's going to be a part 2 when I tell that story. So this property is completely burned up. Now, I bought these 24 houses for about $21,000 each. I was so mad when I saw this house burned up. I was mad. And then I was like, you know what? I had a moment of clarity and I said, you know what? We can throw this house away. I can donate it to a church. I can do whatever I want with it. I can just give it away. And I still got a great deal on the other houses. It would have put me at an average of about maybe $22,000 a house, right? So it's still a great deal. But while my guy was there, I said, well, we're here. You're here. Might as well just stick up a sign and see what happens. So in a day, so he sticks up a sign, and we sold this one cheap. I think we sold it for 54,000. I think he got like 2,000 down and 575 a month. So a contractor bought it from us for like, I think it was 55,000, 53,000, something like that. So the guy puts $2,000 down, and he's been paying us 575 a month for the last 30 months. Well, in that time, he completely renovated it. I remember driving by and I'm like, wow, new roof, new siding, new everything. It's a brand new house now that he paid for, mind you. I didn't do any of this expense. I didn't do any of this. Well, now and I don't know if he sold, I don't know what his deal was, if he did an internal deal with somebody, but now he paid us off. So instead of paying us the 575 a month, he's been paying us. We actually had a closing today where he paid the $50,000 or $51,000, whatever his balance was. So he completely paid us off. And I love this story because this, of all of them, the package of houses, this was the worst one. This is one that I was like, oh my God, I can throw this house away and I still got a great deal. And ironically, we ended up selling it. Mind you, we sold it cheap, but we sold it. And it's the one of all of them that closed and paid us off now. And so, you know, it just goes to show you that we prejudge houses. We try and have them in decent condition when we do slow flips. We try and have them somewhat livable. But in the end, they all work. That's what I'm always trying to get through to everybody. Yes, this one might make it tougher. This might make it a bigger challenge. But in the end, slow flips all work. It's just a matter of finding the right buyer. And that's exactly what we did. We had the right buyer in this one. So while we're on that topic of selling a slow flip, I have another one that's closing this Friday. And I don't want to tell you all the details of it just yet. I'll wait till Friday. But that one, I'll be walking away with about $110,000. And this person, again, has been there for probably 4 years, and they completely renovated it. I saw pictures today online because I Googled the address, and you can see it's a listed property. So they listed it, and it is in immaculate, unbelievable condition. And they probably spent $30,000, $40,000 renovating it. But what's interesting about it, and I wanted to run these numbers because sometimes people hear what's going on and they're like, oh, you got screwed, or this happened or that happened. So I got this property basically essentially for free, but it was years ago, about 2006. I had a few different tenant buyers came through over the years. Well, 2016, these people bought it, December of 2016. So you might as well say 2017. Well, they never moved into it, but in that time, so it's 17, 18, 19, 20, and part of 21, they've been renovating it. They've been paying me, I think, $875 a month all this time, and they've been renovating it. Well, now they put it on the market for $225, and they got it sold. It's closing on Friday. They only owe me about 110. So maybe they got 40 grand into it. Maybe they also paid out 20 grand, 30 grand in payments. They're still going to walk away with probably 40, 50 grand. So I like to share that story because a lot of times people see it from one side and they think, oh, well, you as the seller, you're the one making all the money on these slow flips. You're taking the lion's share and you're getting all this. You are right. We do make great money with slow flips, and it is a great, it's a great situation. And I love being the bank 10 times more than I like being a landlord. However, the buyer still gets a fantastic deal. They got to take it with no money out of pocket. I mean, very little, maybe it was a couple grand down, no credit, didn't have to qualify for a mortgage, got to renovate it on their own terms at their own pace. And now when they sell it, which is closing on Friday, they get to pick up a check. And so they'll recoup all their payments. So their check isn't going to be the 40 grand. Their check is going to be 110 grand and 120 grand. I don't know how much yet. And it's going to be recouping all of their payments, recouping the 20, 30, 40 grand they spent rehabbing, and their 20, 30, 40 grand profit. So they're going to turn out fantastic on the deal. I'm turning out fantastic on the deal. There's a new homeowner that's going to move in. Everybody wins. I can't tell you enough how much I love slow flips, which is why I love teaching them so much. Our students are crushing it with them. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to share that with you, and I will keep you up to date as this next one closes, and I'll tell you more of the details as we get there. Do something today that your future self is going to thank you for, even if it's a small, tiny thing, even if you just stuck up some cards when you were out and about today. Do something every single day. Promise Promise you got to do that every single day, something your future self will thank you for. Click the like button so that I know you're out there. I greatly appreciate it. Leave me a rating and review on the podcast. So that helps me get that out to more people. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Have a